see the music or the heralding in the new sort of change, a new you, and sort of kind of going, you know, Cancer is here. Cancer, welcome to your weekly Astroflower reading going from the 10th to the 16th of October. Have you seen the monthly readings? Have you seen the equinox readings? There's loads going on this autumn period, not with solar eclipses and also lunar eclipses. There's lots of things going on the human front as well in regards to the financial system, and also sort of kings and queens and stuff like that, the comings and goings of the world. There is a real change of guard going on at the moment, and it's going to be affecting us all. I hope it's affecting you in a beautiful way. Okay, let's just get on with your reading straight away. Let's just see what the overall energies are. You've picked yourself up off the floor in the past, and I think it's to do this again. I'm not sure whether it's something from the outside. It could be just you and realizations that are in you that you've got to kind of like, you might be a little bit disappointed with your expectations. Yeah, there's a bit of a journey going on inside you at the moment, and it's now starting to express itself. It's now starting to come out, which I think is a really good thing, and it's a beautiful message. You're a bit of an artist, aren't you, really, Cancer? You know, and artists tend to be equally cursed and blessed, as it were, and it feels like that in a way for you. It's not like anything, one thing in particular, but it's definitely a case of where it's difficult to you know, to move from an old dream that's been with you for a long time into new space. And that could well be that changing world around us that has changed the game, basically, changed the rules of the situation. And if that's the case, then it's a case of you've got to adapt to the situation. But I think there is a definite expression of your journey that needs to happen. Let's just see what's going on the relationship side. This is the karmic message here. So I wouldn't take it. I think you're being a bit hard on yourself, actually, Cancer, at the moment. I think you're being a little bit... where did that card come from? That's obviously want to go there. I think you're being a little bit hard on yourself. I think in accordance of how you put... You know, you put yourself out there. You put yourself out there for everybody else. And the return is not always what you expected. And I think you're a bit hard on yourself about this. Yeah, it's a new cycle that's coming in. That was upside down. I don't read upside down cards simply because it gets highly complex. I only do that in sort of personal readings. But here, I think it's a case of maybe you're having difficulty of letting go of an old cycle within you at the moment, and allowing that new person to come through. It's possibly what it feels like for me. And I think you're just being really hard upon yourself in regards to your relationships. And this could be family, friends, community. This could be your couple as well. Let's just see how the universe is influencing this karmic message. They're offering you flowers. It's like they're sort of saying, there's always another, it's like a bee that goes around, it knows its flowers of where it goes to collect its pollen and stuff like that. It goes back the next day and the farmer's harvested all the pollens. The nature's sort of kind of saying, don't worry, go back to the hive, you'll find someone else who's found some other flowers and you can just move on. And it's, they're offering you opportunities. They're trying to, you may feel like that you're shut out a little bit from the world around you. But what they're doing as the universe here is they're saying to you, you've actually got the key behind you to your future. And if you just sort of take a step out of the situation and take a good look around you, I think you'll realize that there's flowers growing around you that are, really good possible. And I would allow your curiosity to draw you to those new opportunities within your relationships. Let's just see how it's going on the karmic message in accordance to your guides. They're comforting you by the looks of things, but that in that comfort, they're also sort of saying there is new possibilities. It's time to move on. Yeah, it's they're encouraging that moving towards happiness after difficulty. And I think, as I say, I think this difficulty is within you, basically. And it's you need to just take a bit of space, see the situation for what it is, realize your part in the situation where you can have an effect on the world around you, effect on yourself, and then realize that there is always new possibilities within relationships going forward. Let's just see how the guides are trying to influence that karmic message, that conversation that is within you. There's a new you waiting to get out, and it's some reason music seems to be connected to it. It's either music or the heralding in the new sort of change, a new you, and sort of kind of going, Cancer is here. Yeah, it's a new you. Are you missing the, if you're gonna beat yourself up, you're gonna miss these opportunities, and I'm not sure that you're being just with yourself. I think you might be a little bit too hard. So don't. Life's better when you don't. When you're a little bit easier with yourself. So don't miss these opportunities. And I think this is what the whole trumpet is. They're trying to bring your attention, to wake you up, to bring you out of that internal spiral that we all get on occasionally. And they're sort of saying there's plenty of opportunities here. This is this flower being offered by the universe. There's plenty of opportunities here, and it's for you to take it and move on with it. Let's just see what's going on your financial sort of side. There's a lot of pressure without rewards by the looks of things. Yeah, a lot of pressure without rewards, and I would recognize that pressure from the outside world, from projects, from your business or from your job situation, and realize how you're connected to it, and you might realize that actually a lot of this pressure has got nothing to do with you, and it's just your nice, generous self that's making it a real pressure moment. Yeah, I think this is messages coming in. I think within your workspace at this moment here is realizing it's a bit of a spring clean for you, I think, this week. Yeah, because you are in your spring period, and it's maybe a case here of realizing what works and what doesn't work, and when it doesn't work for you, just walk on. Let's see how the universe is guiding this karmic message. I think they're helping you to see things that you just didn't see before. When we're working, when we're doing things, we're in the work. So you're in the zone, you're doing what you do, you're running your business or doing your job, and you don't really sort of see things that are happening around you. And it's almost as if the universe is sort of like giving you the heads up on unforeseen things that have been happening around you in the way of job and business and stuff like that. And I think this is this whole idea of working out what is fun and what's not fun within your job space, your workspace, and helping you to manifest a new future. So you can cut out the old that you don't need. And this is what all this message is about. And also you expressing your message on that overall energy here. The messages on the financial and the business side, the job side, is sort of saying to you, and this is where the universe comes into it, sort of saying, look at the things that have been going on around you. This is how you can create a whole new career path for you, or advance your career path. This is how you can build your business, evolve your business. Okay, let's just see what the how the guides are trying to influence this karmic message. That's out of the blue, Cancer. Where did that come from? Where did that come from? There's something that's coming really fast out of the blue that just sort of, you didn't see it coming, and it's almost as if like, oh, funny enough, it ties in this, but it's almost as if like it's something that you almost gave up on, by the looks of things. Yeah, I think it's to do with healing your heart more than, you know, causing you heartache. It may open up old wounds, that's something that's coming in. But at the same time, I think it's more to do with healing your heart more than anything else. It's a rupture of, and it could be this whole sort of thing of manifesting a new future where you've literally just got to let go of old things in the past. And it might be a case where a situation comes up and sort of says, we're not going to do this business anymore. It's, you know, it's not worth it. Really, someone coming in that you've had plans with, they're coming to really, you know, really dry and really harsh and hard, and just sort of say nope. And that could cause you emotional stress, but I don't think it is. I think it's going to almost relieve you a lot, where you could kind of go, oh, great. That means I can get on with my life. That's what it seems like to me. And it allows you to express your inner vision, basically. Yeah, so your guides here are just trying to put endings maybe to things that are wasting your time. But I also feel like there's something coming in from the outside that's, I don't know, a new project that is a little bit completely off the wall, or off the wall. Yeah, it's not what you expected. It's something very unexpected. Let me try and see if I can get some sort of time. We're looking in the next month or so. I don't think it's here yet. But you may get glimpses of it in the reality that is around you, in the coincidences, the things you see in the physical world around you. And you may get that start cropping up, and it may just kind of like me think, really? And it may come, and I think it's going to come swooping in the next sort of like between 2 to 4 weeks by the looks of things. Let's have a look to see what the conversation is within you. Yeah, I think this is a case of working on projects within your space. So not really involving other people as yet. There is a case of connection to other people, but and how you see your connection with other people. That could be within your job or your business, and seeing how you connect with your colleagues at work, and sort of realizing kind of like within you, no, this is the path I want to take, which is going to take me away from these people that you may well really like, but you've got to follow your career path. And it's giving that realization, but it's within you, so it should stay within you. I'm not sure it should be, Two of Pentacles. It's concentrating on certain aspects as you go forward, and realizing that you can't do everything at the same time. Excuse me a second. Just grab a bit of my tea. It's like you can't do everything at the same time. It's like, I can't speak to you whilst I'm drinking tea. I'm not a ventriloquist. And I think this is what it's saying to you here. It's sort of, there is a little bit a case of sometimes you're working on things that may not pan out for you, and it could be that the fact that other people have been hiding things from you, and that could be a realization according to that 3 of Swords there. But these universe here are sort of saying to you, you have a pathway to follow. This is, you have a message to give through your job, by the looks of things, or your workspace, or what you do in life, and stuff like that. So, yeah, I would really concentrate on that and just observe the world around you, and I wouldn't let too much into you at the moment in regards to that. Plan your future and make sure you keep it to yourself. Okay, so let's see how it sort of connects together. All of a sudden, there's a lot of growth. I think next week will be the organisation week next week. I think it's going to be a case of putting things into action, and there's going to be some really quite quick wins that are going to help you go down your path. Yeah, but it's announcing much bigger things in the future. Letting go, making sure you're not holding on too tightly to these sort of things here and this sort of thing here. I think you need to let go of the idea of, you being responsible for the entire world, and so you get a bit more sort of responsibility for your own happiness in this world, because you've got some great beginning cards, and there is a bit of a confusion in the transition, as it were. And it's a case of next week, and by the end of the week, it should start letting go of things and moving on to the new plans, because there's a lot coming through for you. And I think next week you're gonna start seeing those plans manifesting in front of you. I think, and that's the week you've got to let go of things. But at the moment, this week here, I think it's getting it completely clear within yourself and keeping it to yourself. Don't necessarily act on it at the moment. Just make sure it's really clear for you and it sits well for you. Okay? There is your book in the links in the description below. There's also the monthly reading and the equinox reading, which is a 3-month reading, which will be linked at the end of this reading here, which will help you see this transition a lot easier, I think, and help you work out your rhythms in your life according to the Astroflower. There's also links to the Instagram and also our sister channel, Cymatic TV, which you might want to go and have a look at as well. In the meantime, Cancer, I do thank you very much for the support you give our channel through subscribing and clicking that bell. That's really beautiful. I do appreciate you people. Yeah, in the meantime, Cancer, don't forget, life should be fun, so please do enjoy.